We're looking at here is a adult female Cyclops. This antenna you're looking at here, this had me fooled. I thought it was a male because the antenna is so large. It looks like it's like one of the male antennas, but looking at the body of the bug here, it's obviously a female. We're looking down from the top here. There's another antenna. This is a right grasping antenna. I think she'll catch food with that and hold it while she eats it. You can see the other antenna on the left there. In the center of the forehead, you can see the one red eye. That's why they call him a Cyclops. It's probably just light sensitive, tells him which direction the light's in. Now here's why I think it's a female. These dark spots are eggs. I think each one is an individual egg. She has an ovary there in the center and underneath them. Probably that dark shaded area there. And these eggs have already been deposited in the oviducts, which go down the length of the body and will eventually come out into an external egg sac where she'll carry them until they hatch. The dark area in the center of the two lines of eggs, that's her gut. It's probably her stomach there at the top. That leads down the center of the body. You can see that horizontal orange line. That's one of the shells of her carapace, a section, plate. Here at the back we have some external parasites. And the black line on the left is it's a bubble under the cover slip that I couldn't remove. If I had moved the cover slip, it probably would have crushed the bug, and I didn't want to damage her. Now these round things on the outside of her shell are suctorians, which is it's a passive predator. It just sits there and it has spines on the outside, and it catches passing microbes that blunder into them. Either get impaled or get stuck on the spines, and then it secretes a digestive fluid from the spines, which starts to dissolve the microbe and then carries it down the length of the spine along with the nutrients, where it's absorbed into the body of the Sucktorian. Pretty interesting adaptation there. It's kind of like a Venus flytrap underwater. And we're looking at this with a Nikon 10X plan achromat lens, which is effectively the same as, it's about 100 power. If you look through the eyepieces, it's about 100 power. Also on the sensor of the camera, which is a Canon T1i in video mode right now. Here, in the center one here, the taller of them, you can see he's caught some food there in his spines, and it's already partly dissolved. And the lower round one, it looks like he's got 3 or 4 pieces of food there. But these are parasites on her shell, and she'll shed probably at least 3 more times and get rid of them each time, and I'll be back probably an hour or 2 hours later. She'll have a bunch of them already connected to her. I don't know if they do any damage to her shell. Probably not. Here's her lower gut with, you see the lines going down the length of it inside there. Those are muscle bundles that wag the tail. See, I don't know what these patches are. They might be suctorians on the bottom side. Those orangish patches there probably are. There's her anus in the middle of the 2 toes there, where it splits apart. And here's her toes with feathered spines. Looks like she's missing a couple there on the right toe. The fine parts of the feathers there are for added push through the water. And it goes right out to the tip. Pretty fine structure there. And we're coming to the end of part 1 here. Make sure you watch part 2 because there's a lot more to come. This was a 23-minute video. I wanted to chop it up into 7 or 8 minute sections, so we're at almost 8 minutes now. That's the end.